Social media in 2025 has changed. On some platforms, organic reach is down to just 0.05%. So that means out of every 1,000 followers, maybe just 5 of those followers are actually going to see your post organically. So today I'm going to be diving into where you should be putting your focus and your energy, and maybe where to skip. So let's jump in. Here's the truth. You don't have to, and honestly, you shouldn't even really try to dominate every platform. So I've looked into the data in 2025 and have analyzed different types of businesses, and across the board, the organic reach is somewhere around 0.05 and 3% across all platforms. The smarter move now is to be strategic in your focus. Identify the top 1 to 2 platforms where you are going to get the highest return. This isn't going to be for everyone. This is for your specific business model. If you try and be everywhere and you're doing everything by yourself, you're going to get burnt out and you're going to get frustrated by the lack of growth and the lack of results. So let's look into the different platforms' power rankings. So first up, we have Instagram. So Instagram over the last few years has completely transformed itself from a holiday photo platform into a full-on video hosting entertainment platform. Posting reels get about 4 times the amount of reach than just posting a photo will, but even still, a reel is only going to reach on average about 3% of your followers. So let's talk about some of the pros of Instagram. Now, if you have a visual product or service, think graphic design, home improvement, or maybe you're in the beauty niche, Instagram is going to be just perfect. The DM feature on Instagram is also great. If you're reaching out to people, it's so easy to connect with people who prior to social media, you would never have even had a chance to reach out to. You can just slide into someone's DMs and you have a good chance of them actually seeing it. Because Instagram is an entertainment platform, it's a great platform to build trust, but you don't want to go too salesy on Instagram. People don't really generally come on Instagram to be sold to. It's great for building trust and building a portfolio and connecting with your audience. So in terms of your content strategy on Instagram, you want to be putting 70 to 80% of your focus into making reels. And also using stories is a great way to connect with your existing audience. So I'd say put 70 to 80% of your efforts into reels and about 20 to 30% into creating stories and building connection. So let's talk about Facebook. I don't know many millennials or Gen Zs who are using Facebook actively anymore. And the organic reach is really terrible. It's coming in at about 0.05%. I have had some reels get a lot of views and engagement on Facebook, and you can actually monetize your videos content as well on Facebook. So absolutely, if you're creating reels and videos for Instagram, why not repurpose them to Facebook as well? With just a simple connection between the 2 profiles, you can automatically share your content from Instagram to Facebook. So it's a no-brainer. So if your audience is 45 and up, they will still be very active on Facebook. It's more of a boomer platform now. So if you are in the home improvement space, if you are maybe in the dental space and you're connecting with a lot of people in that age demographic, then you do want to have a presence on Facebook still. The real power in Facebook is groups. So there's been a big surge in community building platforms over the last year. And this all started from Facebook groups. You build a group based around a niche or topic you are interested in and you want to build community in, and people will join and you can create discussions around whatever topic that is. You have a group of like-minded people, and this builds community. It's really powerful. And you can actually use these communities in order to nurture leads, and then potentially they might join your paid program, or you might be able to gain customers from this free group. If you're a business owner providing a local service to your local community, you are going to be able to join dozens or hundreds even of groups based around people who may be looking for your service. In every town, they will have a group based around people in that local town and community, and there'll always be people asking for help and different things in those groups. So it can be a great way to find clients and work. And paid ads on Facebook can be really powerful as well, especially the Facebook feed and Facebook stories and Facebook Reels. Those placements tend to reach your audience really well, but it can get expensive. So you need to know what you're doing if you're going to be running Facebook ads. So the winning move now on Facebook is to be less concerned about building a page with loads of followers, but be active in groups and communities. And also, if you have the budget, allocate some spend towards Facebook ads. Let's talk about TikTok. TikTok started off as actually Musical.ly. The platform was called Musical.ly originally. And it was known for having a very young demographic, people doing funny dances. And that was how the platform started off. Just like how Instagram started off as more of somewhere where you'd post photos from your holiday or your cat or your food. It then evolved into a video entertainment platform. TikTok is now evolving rapidly as well, and it has seen a lot of growth over the last few years. An interesting fact is about 40% of Gen Z actually use TikTok as a search engine instead of Google, because it has organic SEO ranking features in it. And it still has the highest organic reach out of every platform at around 3% and potentially actually a little bit higher. So if you're looking for explosive growth, TikTok is going to be the place for you. On TikTok, authenticity wins every time. You really want to showcase your personality. Don't go over the top with production. If you're a service provider, just providing quick tips or transformations has proven to be really effective on this platform. However, local targeting is not really going to work very well on TikTok because your post may reach someone 1,000 miles away. So if you are going to target people locally, you will have to use TikTok ads in order to narrow your radius down. The winning move on TikTok in 2025 is to post quick, snackable videos, and you want to make sure your videos have a hook in the first 3 seconds. People do not have a long attention span on this platform. For added virality, use trending sounds, post before and afters, and quick tips. So then we have X, formerly known as Twitter. Elon Musk bought Twitter, turned it into X, and this is a conversation-first platform. Now, this is great if you are a thought leader, if you're a professional and sharing industry expertise. A stat which I found really interesting is 69% of users have said that they bought something from a small business that they had discovered on the platform. 69%, that is quite a large amount. However, your content does vanish fast, so in order to stay visible, you're going to want to be posting anywhere between 3 and 5 times a day. So the winning move on X in 2025 is to share threads and insights, share your opinion and thought leadership around a particular topic you have expertise in, and engage in discussions around topics in your business and niche. X is a great platform if you're a coach or a consultant, because here you can really show your authority. If you're in the coaching or consultancy space, X could be the platform for you. Now let's talk about LinkedIn. LinkedIn is still very powerful in 2025, specifically if you are in the B2B service niche. It is a platform for B2B service providers. The great thing about this platform is your posts can keep performing and getting impressions and engagement for weeks. And conversion rates for professional services are the highest out of basically any platform. If you love writing, LinkedIn is going to be the place for you. Text posts perform really well, but it's important to have a strong opening line or a hook. So if you are a B2B service provider and you don't have a visual looking product, LinkedIn could be great for you. And then last but certainly not least, we have YouTube. Now, I'm biased, but I think YouTube is the best social media platform. It is the second largest search engine in the world. People go to YouTube to find information, they go to YouTube to find entertainment, and it's basically taken over from the standard TV. People go to YouTube to actually watch documentaries even. YouTube has every type of content on it that you can imagine. Now, YouTube builds the deepest trust, not because it has so many users, well, that does help get engagement, but it builds the deepest trust because it is long form, engaging visual content. You can build connection with your audience because you are presenting yourself, your authentic self on camera, so people can see you, they can feel you, and they can connect with your message or not. And unlike most other social media platforms, your videos, once posted, will continue to get views. They don't just peak in 24 hours and then die off. No, they will continue to get views for months and years into the future. I think having a brand on YouTube can really set you apart from the rest of your competition, because people can see you and connect from you. In a sea of competitors, customers are going to be drawn to the person who they resonate with and connect. People like to work with people they know and trust, and YouTube is a great place to do that. So building a following on YouTube can really help shorten your sales cycle and increase conversions like nothing else. So here's how to turn all of this into a real strategy. So you want to pick one platform that you're really going to master. If you want to build long-term trust with your audience and evergreen leads, then I'd recommend you start with YouTube. If you need quick awareness and you want to test different ideas, because TikTok has the largest organic reach out of any platform, you're going to really be able to see what works and what doesn't work fast. So step 2 is to repurpose everywhere. Now, let's say you've made a long form video for YouTube. Then what you can do is you can turn that content into reels, into static images, into text posts, and redistribute that same piece of content across the other platforms. So this is really where you're going to be able to get even more growth, and you'll be able to accelerate your brand. So you're appearing everywhere, but really you've only really had to post one piece of content. So you're multiplying reach without multiplying the workload. And there are some really great AI tools like Descript and Opus Clip, which do a fantastic job at clipping up long form videos so you can redistribute it across other platforms. So step 3 is to make sure your content hooks the viewer, engages, and your watch time is long, because these platforms don't just reward views, they actually reward the watch time more. This shows people are engaged and actually interested in your content, and you haven't just clickbaited them. Your first 3 seconds must grab attention, and ideally you want to have mini hooks every 30 seconds throughout your content in order to hold the viewer's attention. Think of your content like a movie. You're creating constant tension and then payoffs. So AI tools like ChatGPT, Opus Clip, Descript can save you a bunch of time for coming up with content ideas and editing videos faster, but it's important to make sure that you don't rely too heavily on these tools. But remember, human-made content outperforms AI-generated content by 5.5 times in organic traffic. So use AI as a tool to improve speed and help you come up with new ideas, but don't let it replace your soul. So the big question is, where should you focus your attention as a content creator in 2025? If you are a busy business owner, you probably don't have time to be posting everywhere and creating different content for all these different platforms. In my opinion, YouTube is the clear winner. It's the only platform that works both as a marketing engine and a sales tool, and it essentially runs 24/7 whilst you sleep. So here's your action plan. Pick one platform. It doesn't have to be YouTube, but ideally where your niche is hanging out. Once you've created your primary content on that one platform, repurpose that content everywhere else. This is how you get distribution and scale. Focus on providing as much value with a real human touch. Focus on hooking people in the first 3 seconds of your video with shorter hooks every 30 seconds in order to help with retention. So stop chasing the algorithm and trying to figure out what's going on every time they publish a new update, and start creating content that works long after you hit publish. So guys, if you found this video helpful, make sure you hit like and hit subscribe. If you want to drop a comment below, let me know what your favorite platforms are. And if you want to book a one-on-one call with me, you can book a time on my calendar using the link in the description of this video, and it'd be great to chat. Talk to you soon.